line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Ballage. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down. They'll try and run with Ballage. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Williams, running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes, buying time to his left. He's going to let this go, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Regular. Hey, Team 6. 53 is the mic. Good track. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 9 yards. The pick up there, and it's a first down.
Complete to Jakeem Grant. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Miami.
Mike, 53, Mike. Silver. 34. Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
52 and 56. Hey, dude. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chiefs 7, Dolphins 6.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12.
It's my name.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now a give, right side. It's Turner. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On first down, Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
53. Hey, box drop.
FitzMagic now after the fumble recovery. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vince Beagle, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike, 53. Crunch time, defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Check 20! Check 53's mine! Hey, 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 hey!
Fitzpatrick to throw this time. And this is caught. It's Parker. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We own it! We own it! Shit, shit, shit! Kill!
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Caught, it's Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, 7. I got you. 53's the mic. 53.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw is Mahomes. Steps away. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
This is it. You ain't take. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 54.
On first down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Being chased out left. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Dolphins 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, 4-1. 180! Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On first down, Laird. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here. FitzMagic got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run it with Balazs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter gains.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
On 3rd down, FitzMagic. Throw left side, complete. That's Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the toss, here's Balazs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Dolphins nothing.
Hey, 180! Bound to lose one. Man left, man left. Alone. 3 down.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, FitzMagic. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vince Beagle. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the... Five at the 4.
Let's go.
A 5-yard gain on the play. Vernon Hargraves on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
40 wants the mic. Check. Hey, echo. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
A draw play now. Balaj. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Right here.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
You don't want no problems with me.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, get ready, get ready, get ready. Say. Check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. But they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Turner, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a 1st down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a 2nd chance at it to try and pick up the 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
They're running it. 49.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run again with Pirine. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vince Beagle able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Mike 40, White 80! Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy. I know what you got. What you got, heavy?
Now a handoff working right. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
34. Switch. You draw quarters. Strong.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready, set, ready? Check, check. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bobby McCain on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup.
On second and very short, Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Brady gives to Michel. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Michel. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at 27.
Mike, 20. Mike, 44. Check.
First down.
44.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Brady.
Let's go.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Hey, check it.
To throw again on second down. Brady, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. From the gun on third down, Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Regular. Go. 51
Throwing FitzMagic. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now FitzMagic. Now a short one to Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, 20! Check. Walk 54. And let's give it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th down, FitzMagic. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike 20! Mike 5-4. Here we go, 5-0 here. Here we go. Bravo. Mike 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Shadow.
On play action, it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 41 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm scared.
Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
That was short one to Gesicki. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it here. This is James White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22, Brady stepping up. He'll try and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wait, 29, Alpha. Not today, you are. Not today. 72.
On first down, Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Ben Watson. Incomplete.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before half for Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 11 now. FitzMagic throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now FitzMagic on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running it. It's Michel. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. 3rd down here.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
51 to Mike. Left. There you go. Go, Mike, 51. Hey, Haywood. Hey, let's go.
FitzMagic on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 51 the mic. Let's go, D. 51 the mic. 51 the mic. Let's go. PPP.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
On second down now, Laird. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fitzpatrick now. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And some room to work. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On second down, Michel, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On the ground, Michel. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Following the interception here, FitzMagic. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kyle Van Noy coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing here, FitzMagic. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To throw is FitzMagic. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Flushed out right. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Go, go, go. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, let's get in that rush. No, 60, cover.
Brady to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Edelman was the intended target.
Hey, color. Feel it. Hey, 5-7.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half. But their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.